forgot I'm supposed to be doing like a detailed step-by-step instructional thing, so I figured it might be helpful from actually talking to you guys. So what I did with my comb was I sprayed a little bit of hairspray on it and I just pushed the hairline back just to get it out of my way. And then part of the reason is because I kind of like my hairlines to be pushed back. I don't like them to be so forward on the face, especially not for a closure wig. So the most important thing with closure wigs is to make sure that you cut off these like really thick little tabs that are on the side of the lace. So those have to come off first. Now prior to me putting this wig on, I did kind of pluck the hairline just a little bit. Now that I'm looking at it as it's on, it could be plucked a lot more, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it like this because I really want this wig to last even longer. So it's like the less you pluck in the beginning, the more longevity you're gonna have with your closure wig. So I mean, if you're going for that scalp look, you can do that too. Just know that your closure is not going to, the snag in the hair, your closure is not going to last as long. Like I said, I did pluck it, bleach the knots, and then I put a very little bit of my foundation color underneath the lace, and so that's why it blends so flawlessly. So this is already HD lace on its own. Up here I don't have any of the foundation color, so as you can see with me just putting it against my skin, it blends in pretty nicely, but putting your foundation color on it just kind of gives it that extra touch to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start applying it, and this should be no surprise for you guys if you guys do watch my videos. I pretty much have been using the Bold Hold Liquid Gold for, if not majority, then all of my installs, kind of like from here on out. So this product is nothing more than a strong gel. It's not glue at all. I understand that could be a little bit confusing because this is by the same person that makes the Bold Hold Lace Glue, but this is a strong adhesive. It's nothing different than Got2b gel, only this is way better than that, but they're just about the same thing. So this is not a lace glue, you guys. This is just a product to adhere your lace down with, that's going to give you a really strong hold. So hopefully there's no confusion. Bold Hold Liquid Gold is not a lace glue at all. And then I'm just going to apply this product so easily. So all you do is just apply a small amount to your hairline, where you want the lace to be applied. It says to do subsection at a time, but because this is a closure, I don't really need to cut it in half and work in sections because it's just a little bit of lace. It's not like a full frontal that goes from ear to ear. And then you're supposed to blow dry it on warm air, and that's it. So that's what you guys are going to watch me do now. this side, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that now before I start on this side so I don't have the same issue going on both sides. So I guess this last crimp doesn't really matter since I might have to redo this part. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and stop. So I need to take the lace off first. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this off. If I have any residue, like I tend to usually get right here in the corner areas, I'm just gonna take a little bit of water on a napkin or a Q-tip and just clean that off. And then that'll be that. So you guys probably couldn't really see that, but I didn't really cut it straight across. It's like a little bit jagged, which is what you want, because I mean, sometimes I do cut my closure straight across, not intentionally, sometimes I just forget to kind of angle the scissors, but you could always fix that. I'm gonna take a little bit of water on a napkin, and this napkin's coming off. Alrighty. That might just be excess lace. Yes, it is, and I can just cut this off. Now is when I'm gonna go ahead and take out what it is that I'm gonna use for baby hair. So in order to kind of loosen this up, what I do is put a little bit of mousse on the hairline, just so I can be able to move the hair and pull out what I want to pull out without lifting up the lace or anything. Put it on there, brush it back into the hair, because that's what's going to help the hair to loosen up. And then I'll just go in and pull out what I want to use. And you can use the Bold Hold Liquid Gold on your edges. You can use them to do your edges. Like, this has a lot of different purposes for it, so that's what I use on my edges sometimes if I don't use mousse. Well, I try to always use mousse, but I also go in with that as well, just for a little bit of an extra hold. Finished. Told you guys that was gonna take me a while. Took me almost an hour to crimp this hair. But the hair company that this is from is called Hurela Hair. If I'm saying that wrong, please forgive me, but I'll have it here either somewhere on the screen, or better yet, just check the description box, because all the specs of the hair will be down below. But of course, I'm going to tell you guys what kind of wig this is. So this is a Body Wave 5x5 HD lace closure wig. I have it in 24 inches, and then the density on it is 180% density. Nothing bad to say about this wig at all. As these fall, pretty much is going to go back to looking like kind of like how the hair came. You know, Body Wave comes with that very, you guys know what Body Wave hair looks like before you wash it. That's what this is going to end up looking like as it drops. It's just going to drop and get even more wavier and more voluminous. So I'm not going to touch them too much. I'm actually going to leave them alone. And because I don't sleep in my wigs, when I take this off, I am going to put it back on my mannequin head and try to preserve these crimps for as long as I can. But I absolutely love how they came out. You guys can let me know if you guys are a big fan of crimps. I like doing crimps. I just don't do them that often because I get very impatient with the process of doing crimps. It takes a while. Your hand starts hurting. You have to leave it there for a while. And it could become like not so fun, but the result that you get with them is absolutely beautiful. If you guys want to know the name of the crimper I use, is by Bedhead. It is the TIGI Away We Go crimper or waver. This is what the logo on it looks like. I will be sure to link it down below too. The highest that it gets is 400 degrees, which is perfect. That's pretty much all that you need. I said, if you guys are interested in this wig, I'll pop the link in the description box down below so you guys can definitely go ahead and get your hands on one of these. You pretty much cannot go wrong with the closure wig. They are just so easy to put on. You don't have to glue them on if you don't want to. There's no bald cap method that is necessary. None of that. It's pretty simple. Don't overcomplicate the process of putting on a closure. All you need to do is just like bleach the knots. That's if you want to do that. And I just barely started doing that. Normally I wouldn't. I would just put my foundation on it, but I just kind of like the finish a lot better when I just take the time to just bleach the knots really quickly on it and then pluck the hairline, and you're pretty much good to go. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Any questions, go ahead and drop them down below and I'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.